This is the nastiest night of this summer. There's a darkness across these plains here now. Deep, deep darkness. It feels so lonely. What a nasty weather. Okay, it is Sunday, July 27th, and I've spent a lot of time, 3 weeks, up in the mountains riding out this heat wave. It's been very warm down in the valleys here, and now it's gonna cool down a little bit, so I'm gonna head a little bit south and drive up on the scenic Per Gynt road, which is a gravel road. It's kind of an overlanding light route, and should be rain down there and much cooler. So I'm gonna go there for the first time in my life. I've always just passed it and I've never driven up it, and as all the other gravel roads here in the country, it's toll road. I have no idea about how much it is, but we'll see when we get there. It's an hour south of Otta here, where I'm at right now. So this is the start of the Per Gynt road. Currently in the forest, and it's washboardy, but I think we're gonna get above the forest pretty soon. This is pretty cool up here. Clouds are coming in and the forecast rain is on its way. I think I'm gonna drive over to those hills there, and then I might return to this spot here. think it's time to turn around. This is probably cool when it's clear, but clouds are coming in, and I really like that space up there. This should be nice if it clears, but I don't think it's gonna clear. And I think there's a tourist bus coming behind me, probably gonna stop here as well. So over here you should see Rondane National Park on a clear day, and over here you should see Jotunheimen, but it's not a clear day. We got cows. Let's hope they stay away. Alright, this weather looks mighty dangerous, and there's big warnings for lightning storms, so I'm gonna head down to lower elevations, get away from this. I think this is pretty bad stuff coming in here. I got down into lower terrain, so this should help a little bit. I was right on top of that ridge there. Don't know what's gonna happen with this weather, but the weather forecast says it could be dangerous. So better safe than sorry. This is the view the other way. Pretty good spot here. Good morning, my friends. Got the most important meal of the day. Cheers. So the big thunderstorm that was forecast yesterday didn't arrive. It rained hard, but not the scary stuff that it looked like it would be. I was also looking at lightning forecast, and it had thousands of lightnings out west where the storm was coming from. But later today it's gonna be a big thunderstorm, so we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna stay here today It's July 28th, and I'm up here on the Per Gynt road, and it's a gravel road and very little people up here right now. Kind of surprises me. When I drove up here yesterday, I didn't see many vans. Few locals, Norwegian cars driving past. It's a famous road, but not a lot of foreign RVs and vans, so they might have slipped out of here because the weather is changing. The hot summer that we had for 3 weeks is gone and it's cooler. So I need to make some decisions as well. If I'm gonna stay in mountain areas or if I'm gonna head north to the Arctic, or if I'm gonna head back into the fjords. I'm gonna look at the maps and everything. If you want to find out where I camp and which routes I take, you can sign up to Patreon. Patreon.com/Norwegian Xplorer with an X. And you'll get access to my maps and see my campsites and my favorite camps and places of interest and stuff. Anyway, gonna reply to a bunch of comments and then probably work on a video today, and then we'll see where I head tomorrow. Cheers, my friends. Alright, it sounds like that rain is upon us. Oh yeah, that's some dark clouds. Might be time to get ready to close this. So got thunderstorms on the forecast, and not quite sure when that's gonna happen yet, but it could be within the next hour or so. Just need to keep an eye on the sunroof so I don't get a ton of rain in here. Should be fine. It is 2:30 now. So the forecast says thunderstorms around 4 or 5, I think. Alright, so the rain took a break. It's still big thunderstorms on the forecast for the next hour, but I'm gonna make some dinner, and today I'm gonna make a salad with some leftover pasta and broccoli, some avocado, and actually gonna have some salmon in there just to mix it up a little bit. Some red pepper, some olives, carrot, garlic. I also have some spring onions. That should be nice. Start with the base pasta from yesterday. So this base here has some chickpeas in it. Oh, that's a lot. Much more than I thought it would be. Salmon. Put the rest of the salmon in this box here. That's good. Actually think I'm gonna do a little bit less than I said, but garlic, always a good thing. Gonna skip the broccoli today, but I have this avocado that will get old if I don't use it right away. A little bit of lemon juice. A little bit of salt for the avocados. Salmon, smoked salmon. So that's my salad. Pretty significant salad today. That is awesome. Avocado, salmon, pasta, spring onions, garlic, and chickpeas. And while we're waiting for this storm to come in, there's a new episode of Mobland, Guy Ritchie, which is absolutely amazing. So let's watch it.
Yoda Souza. Snuggle up to Richie. Who's Archie Hammond?
Now this is different. These are way different kinds of drops. This is hail, actually. This is something different. It's like it won't really start. Can you imagine anything more cozy than being in the back of the van, reading a book? I'm on book 3 or 4 of the Bush series. Very cool. Alright, it is July 29th. A lot more weather on the forecast. It's going to be raining straight for 3-4 days now, and I'm gonna head down and get some groceries done, and then I'm gonna circle up the Gausdalen Valley. I've never driven that, and then I might go up to Jotunheimen again. I'm not quite sure. Gonna go down off this mountain first, and then I'll check some forecasts and see what's up. This has been a great place, but I should have been here in good weather so I could see the views. Apparently you can see all the mountain ranges around here when the weather is good, but the weather's been pretty bad, so that's fine. Can't have all good weather in Norway. It's gotta be some of this. Wind is picking up today. Gonna be stormy later today, and I had considered going up the Jotunheimen road, dirt road, across some pretty cool areas, but the weather looks pretty nasty up there. We'll see. I'm just gonna drive a little bit now and charge my batteries and stuff, so. Okay, I've climbed up and above the Gausdalen Valley, and that was the first time for me driving up that valley. Nothing special about it compared to the other places up here, but now I'm heading towards the Jotunheimveien road, which is a dirt road that takes you all the way across to Jotunheimen. And I've driven that once before the other direction, and now I'm gonna head back and camp on it. I found a really good camp spot the last time I was up here, and I want to get back to that. And I'm not sure if it's taken. It's almost 4 now, and should take me an hour to get there. We'll see what it's like. There's not that many people out here in this more remote section of the inner country of Norway right now. I haven't seen many vans up here, but might run into a bunch when I get on the gravel. We'll see. It should be a stormy few days now. Maybe people are staying away, I don't know. Here the gravel starts. Gonna climb up quite a lot now. Here's the automatic toll station. It's 120 Norwegian kroner, which is $12 or 10 euros. Then you can stay up here for as long as you want. It is very windy up here today, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get my drone up to get a shot here. It's not a national park, so that's perfectly fine. Let's see how much wind there is. I think the wind is coming from the east, and I'm driving east to west, so that should actually not be a big problem unless it starts raining a lot. So this is basically how you can go legally overlanding in Norway on all these dirt roads. It's 100% forbidden to drive out in nature with vehicles unless you have some special permissions with ATVs because you're doing reindeer herding or something like that. But apart from that, you're not allowed to take your vehicles out into nature. So if you ever see that on a video here on YouTube, that's very much illegal. But there's plenty of these really cool dirt roads. I love them. It's not gonna challenge your off-road driving skills a lot, but it's kind of fun to be out here in these landscapes with no pavement. And now the wind is picking up a lot here. Some old homesteads that are now cabins. Pretty cool. It's getting dark and gloomy. And very windy. And it's starting to rain. I think I'll skip the drone for now. With this rain here that's coming. This road is in pretty good shape. There's some washboard, but I aired down to just below 50 psi, and it's been pretty comfortable so far. If you have off-road or all-terrain tires, I bet you could go down to 30 or 20 something and have a very smooth ride. This is an unbeatable camp spot. Getting a lot of wind up here. It's kind of exposed, but I think it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be crazy, so I'm parking into the wind and should have a lovely few days here, I think, now. It is 5:30 and I'm lazy, but I'm hungry. Don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. Well, I actually do know. I'm going for a salad again, but this time it's gonna be salmon and brie cheese salad. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's try that. What a nasty weather. This is really something. Gonna do a bunch of broccoli today, I think. Lemon juice, salmon, garlic, some baby spinach. Oh, there it is. Oh, avocados. And there's the brie. Yeah, that's it. Maybe some red peppers. We'll see. See if there's an avocado that's ripe. That should be good, I think. I'll start out with broccoli. Well, this is about time I use these. Should be okay. This spring onions, is that what it's called? I keep forgetting. It's a good deal. Maybe one more broccoli in there. Garlic and oil. It's always a winner. baby spinach. Red pepper just for the color, I think. Actually gonna have some red in the salmon as well. Add the lemon juice to that. Ooh. It's pretty windy now. Now we'll do the avocado, I think. Black pepper for the avocados. Let's see. And I'm not talking about the football player. So, good stuff. Then we do smoked salmon on top of that. How about that? That looks pretty tasty, doesn't it? What a nasty weather. But pretty sure it's gonna be an excellent salad. Good stuff. Avocado, salmon, and brie. So I'm guessing I'm going to be staying up here for a few days. There's a lot of rain coming down for the next 3 or 4 days, I think. And then next week I have an appointment to change my head unit of the van and get CarPlay and a floating screen installed. Looking forward to that. Feels a little bit like the dark ages without CarPlay in 2025. So gonna get that done up in Trondheim. But good week. Getting a little bit of a storm here now. well, it's hammering, and my cell signal is pretty low, and I cannot be bothered to put out the Starlink in this weather. So I guess it's more reading. Really hooked on the Bush series now. so harsh here now. Whole van is shaking. nastiest night of this summer, that's for sure. Darkness across these plains here now. Deep, deep darkness. It feels so lonely. It's like a horror story, almost.